What's going on, guys? This is Miasin, and I'm back with a Metalfoes combo video. That profile will be uploaded tomorrow, as I always do, by the way. Okay, yeah, no, I mean, I understand if people always ask, like, deck profile, deck profile. The thing is, if I actually repeated this every single time I started, like, I made, like, the combo video, then it would be kind of easier for, like, newcomers to kind of understand what my principle is with making videos on YouTube. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, before we start, friendly reminder to like, subscribe, blah blah blah. And for combo number 1, as you can see, this is kind of like super bread and buttery. All we really have is just like 4 Metalfoes and then 1 Preparation of Rites or Illusion of Chaos or Magician Souls. If you have Abductor, the combo is much better, but I didn't want to show Abductor because I feel like it would be kind of cheating. The card is definitely really insane. But yeah, you're going to go your Scale and then Pop and then go Preparation of Rites, and you have 2 combinations, so when you go Souls, you're going to not only draw 2 but also search 2, which is absolute insanity. The reason why Abductor is a bit better is because you also have that normal summon, so Abductor is a +1, whereas if you have to summon Magician Souls and then normal summon something like that, you are going to kind of go -1 indirectly. And now we actually drew into kind of a useless, irrelevant card, but it's not the end of the world. Pendulums, by the way, just generically, not just Metalfoes, actually got some nice support with this card, because this card is an Allure of Darkness target. So if you have the ability to play Allure of Darkness in your Pendulum deck, you're going to have those spell counters accumulated way faster, which is really cool. But yeah, now Pendulum Summon for 3 after making Appaloosa and Jackal King. There's so many ways to combo off. As you saw, Jackal King was the monster that I sent off of Magician Souls, but there is something else that you can send, and Odd Eye's Absolute Dragon is the way I'm going to be summoning Vortex, but once again, there's another way of summoning Vortex, so I'm going to show you, like, as many possibilities as possible, and yeah, hopefully it's going to help you guys, it's going to help you guys, I don't know. During the opponent's turn, you can fuse for Alkahest by using a Recalc and something else, and pop a card your opponent controls, steal a monster with Alkahest, negate twice with Appaloosa, negate once generically with Vortex Dragon, and then obviously negate a monster effect with Jackal King, which is really cool. Alright, let's get into the second combo now. This is very similar, but I'm going to be drawing a hand that, technically the hand is the exact same, so I'm not going to say it's worse, but I'm going to be playing a bit differently, just so if you don't want to play Jackal King. So this is the first thing that you can notice is different. I'm setting Odd Eye's Dissolver, and you're going to see that I'm also not going to make the same kind of interruptions. So obviously, this is, by the way, the reason why you play Link Rebo, is just so you can make Cross Sheep when you have 2 souls, because Cross Sheep requires 2 monsters with different names, and if you keep, like, surplus souls in your hand, they do nothing at all, whereas your Metalfoes, you need to keep them in your hand so they can kind of be scaled, so you can always get those spells and traps. Alright, Celine, revive back the Dissolver, and then Mithrilium Bounce, obviously, not only recurs back your resources, but also gets you back a Metalfoe, so when you activate it again, it will be able to use its effect, and this is how we make Vortex! And yeah, we can Pendulum Summon freaking 10 billion monsters, or say from Nibiru, because we have Vortex, can just negate by shuffling back the Dissolver. And then we make Amalgam, which is kind of like a pretty bad Metalfoes monster, but this is like the one way to use it. So this is why I said that this combo is completely different. And yeah, we're going Metalfoes Fusion into Alkahest on our own turn instead of during the opponent's turn. So many things are different. And during our opponent's turn, we make Azort less. So this is going to be popping a card your opponent controls, meaning that both combos that I showed you were 6 interruptions each. But it really does depend on if you want to have easier access to Vortex by being, able to go for the Dissolver and then Fusion summoning for Vortex that way, or if you want to rely on having 2 level 7 Metalfoes monsters so you can summon it that way. So it's really up to you. I don't know which one is necessarily the better route to take, either the Jackal King or the Dissolver, but either way, my goal was to show you as many options as possible. But let's get into the third and final combo, which is also kind of how you play around, or rather should I say through hand traps. Okay, so this is pretty nasty. My opponent is playing Brandish and has 5 hand traps, and I have like a semi-average hand, whatever. Again, I don't have Abductor in my opening hand, so it's not like super stacked, but it's still good. I can't really complain. Double Bismuth Gear is a bit sketch, and I didn't even have any low skills. I did play Jackal King in this build, not the Dissolver. I get Imperm on the souls, it's so annoying. Still has another Imperm, Veiler, and Ghost Bell, so how can I make negates? It's so hard, right? 4 interruptions, 4 hand traps! And it's even worse because I can easily OTK through 4 headshots. As you can see, I could have made like Borlo Sword Dragon and that would have been game, but the goal is to make negates when you go first. So yeah, I'm going to make whatever. Yeah, Metalfoes that way. Cross Cheap obviously eats the bell because nothing else is bellable in the deck. Metalfoes is going to eat the Veiler here because he doesn't want me to get more advantage that way. And then I can chain block. Imperm has to be used as early as possible on the Appaloosa. If I played Anaconda and Dragoon, I could have made Dragoon here, and I would have had a discard because of the end phase search of Bismugear, but nah, that's not something that I'm doing. And yeah, Area 0 with Array when you're against a negate doesn't work. It does nothing at all, and there's just no way to truly bait the negate here. There's just no way for my opponent to win with only 2 cards. And in case you were wondering, yeah, but he could have like baited the negate by going like Ray into like Hayate and then like Widow Anchor and then use it and then go terraforming for Mystic Mine. That doesn't really work well against Metalfoes because the deck is inherently insane against Mystic Mine. You can destroy your own monsters to clear off your own board with your skills, and by next turn, I'm going to be able to kill you. There's just no way you lose under Mystic Mine. This deck is the best Pendulum deck to beat Mine. I want to say Pendulums are pretty good, shockingly enough, at beating Mine because Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic, it has a really relevant skill effect where you can remove like 6 spell counters and then summon it, destroy as many cards on the field equal to the number of cards on the field that you can place spell counters on. So at least always 1 every single time because it can place a spell counter itself, which is really cool. And yeah, it doesn't target and it doesn't like activate its effect on the field. So even under skill drain, you're still able to pop Mine. I don't know, I'm a big fan of like pendulums in that like aspect, but apart from that, like losing to anti-spell and stuff like that, I'm not like the biggest fan out there. That's the reason why I kind of try to stay away from Metalfoes and formats where people can play like 1 Fractale and then 1 anti-spell and win the game literally just because of 2 cards, which is Tri-Brigade, and for some freaking reason, they always have anti-spell. Every single freaking time I see them play, always have anti-spell. They draw anti-spell in order. More often, they draw, like, Rescue Cat, and, like, Kit, Nerval, whatever. They draw, like, Fractale, Tenki, anti-spell order, just left and right. It's actually insane. But yeah, also, by the way, to beat anti-spell in Metalfoes, how you do it? Well, 2 vanilla monsters already does it, because you go normal summon one of them, and then make Link Spider, and then special summon the other one from the hand, make Phoenix, discard 1, pop the anti-spell, and then you go scale, pop, and then you pendulum summon. You obviously can't do too much, that kind of sucks, but, I mean, it's a risk that you're gonna have to take. Anti-spell is just everyone's kryptonite. If you are playing Purple Poison Magician, though, in your deck, either in your main deck, side deck, or whatever, well, you can obviously crash the Purple Poison or just set it, and then your opponent, on his own turn, he's going to be attacking, and then you're going to be like, ah, Purple Poison, you lose! But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it for this combo video. I really hope you guys were able to enjoy, learn a thing or two, etc, blah, blah. If you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and a subscribe. That would seriously help me out a lot to reach my goal of consistently uploading every single day. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very, very soon. Peace.